Don't you know they're talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. Don't you know they're talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. While they're sitting in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment line, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Don't you know, talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. Poor people gonna rise up, get their share. Poor people gonna rise up and take what's theirs. Don't you know you better run, 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 run. Oh, I said you better run, 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 run. Yes, finally the table is starting to turn, talking about revolution. Yes, finally the table is starting to turn, talking about revolution. Oh, oh, talking about revolution. Oh, standing in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment line, sitting around waiting for promotion. Don't you know, talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. And the violin and table are starting to turn, talk about revolution. Yes, finally the table are starting to turn, talking about revolution. Oh no, talking about revolution. Oh no, talking about revolution. Oh no. Hey, how you doing out there, guitar heroes? All right, we got one by Tracy Chapman today, 1988, talking about a revolution. Man, what a great song this thing is. Not too complicated because we don't have any bar chords, so that helps a little bit. We got a little bit of speed, and I'd say generally here looks like we're in the key of G. In our intro here, we've got a G, C, E minor, D, and then we got our D suspended 4 when I put my little finger down, and we go back to a D. And the rest of the song does not have any different chords. It's pretty much keeping that same pace of that intro going along pretty much the same time. Otherwise, there's not a whole bunch of change. For speed-wise, I think I got this about right. Don't you know, talking about a revolution, it sounds like a whisper. Don't you know, talking about a revolution, it sounds like a whisper. Well, they're standing in the welfare lines, crying at the doors to cut those armies of salvation. So kind of a medium-paced drum on this thing. So not too fast there, but a whole bunch of lyrics. Whole bunch of lyrics. Okay, so let's go through that little intro though. G, C, E minor, D, and then we just repeat that. G, C, E minor, D, and then D suspended 4, and then back to a D. And now we're going to take that same pattern into the first verse. G, don't you see, no, there, E minor, talking about a D, G-lution. So 2 chord changes on the word revolution. It sounds, C, like a whisper, E minor. And then we do our D, and D suspended 4, and back to the D. And we're doing that, again, it's basically that same pattern, G, C, E minor, D, D suspended 4, and D again. Okay, second line, G, don't you see, no, there, E minor, talking about a D revolution. G, it sounds like a whisper. E minor. No, I'm not really sure that there's kind of there's a change in the structure, but it's all kind of just built together as opposed to, oh, here's a separate chorus and then repeat it, and now here's another verse. There are some things that are similar. This first verse gets repeated at the end, but then there's this part. It's still the same pattern. It's just a little bit different in the structure. So we get through that first verse, and the second verse is really similar. Let's just go through a few lines here. While there, G. So I'm still on that D, right? For the last one. While there, G, standing in the C welfare lines, crying at the G at the C doorsteps of the E minor armies of salvation. G, and then here you go up a little bit in the vocals. Wasting time in the C, G, wasting C, time in the E minor unemployment D lines, sitting around. So this is where it changes just a little bit. So let's start over again. Wasting G, time, C in the E minor unemployment D lines. And we're going to repeat that. C, G sitting around, C, E minor waiting for a D promotion. Now we get back to the standard form again. G, don't you know that E minor talking about a D revolution? It C sounds like a whisper. E minor. Okay, and then we have the, again, it sounds like we're running into something a little bit different, but it's kind of the same pattern. But no, there's really I just don't really see a real clear verses and chorus. I just don't see that at all. So then we've got a G, poor people gonna see, rise up, E minor, and D, get their share. And then we go back to that same pattern again. C, E minor, D, E sus4, D. The next line appears to be different, but when you look back at it, so G, don't you know you better C, run, 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 E minor, run, 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 D, run, 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 G, run, C, E minor, D, suspended 4, back to D. And then we just repeat that again. And then we're repeating another verse that's at the front, at the beginning, standing in the welfare lines. And so then again, we get down to the end and we're just repeating the two lines at the beginning. So that same pattern goes through the entire song. Obviously there's variations in the voice and the intensity and all that, but basically that chord pattern. So this is actually kind of a good pattern to practice just in the key of G anyway. And I'm sure that I've run into this before. G, C, E minor, D. And I think there's a little bit of this. I think that's the way she does it. So you can see there's some upstroke, some quick upstrokes here to kind of get that pattern. So it makes it a little bit more complicated. You don't necessarily have to do that right off the bat, but if you listen to it, you'll kind of hear something like that. And we're just getting in a couple of more strums is really what it boils down to. So G, one strum, and then up, down, quick up, down to C, and then the same thing again to go to E minor. D, and these are just single strums. D, So one more time on that pattern. And that's what makes the song fun and a little complex at the same time, but what a great song. So I hope you got something out of this lesson. Talking about a revolution, Tracy Chapman, 1988. Take it easy and keep on strumming out there.